When you talk about shares, the buying and selling of shares at the Nairobi Stock Exchange, most of the time we imagine about buying low and selling high. There is also that other income which we don't discuss so much about, which is the dividends payout for the different companies or the companies that you buy the shares for. That's the shares belonging to those companies. And today I just want to talk about some 3 companies that if you had their shares or you had bought their shares last year or the years before actually, then you are smiling your way to the bank because of the dividend payout. And I will start with number 3, which is Stanbic Holdings. Stanbic Holding paid out a dividend, total dividend, in the year 2024 of 20 shillings and 74 cents. That tells you that imagine if you had 1 million shares. So wow, is that too much? Imagine like you had 100,000 100,000 shares from Stanbic. Multiply that by 20 shillings and 74 cents. Then so far you'd have collected some dividends worth 2,074,000 Kenya shillings for the year 2024. If you had 100,000 shares at Stanbic. The other company that would have made you very good money is the Standard Chartered Bank of Kenya. What is more interesting about the Standard Chartered Bank of Kenya is that in the year 2023, their dividend payout was 14 shillings flat, actually. No, 14 shillings and 20 cents for the year 2023. And then the year 2024, that is last year, what they have announced this year, that is, they have paid a total dividend of 23 Kenya shillings. Using the same analogy, if you had 100,000 shares belonging to Standard Chartered Bank of Kenya, multiplied by 23 shillings flat, then you'd have gotten some 2.3 million Kenya shillings so far from Standard Chartered Bank. And then the very best company that would have paid you handsomely, is paying you handsomely, is the BAT. You know that tobacco company? Yes, they did announce their final dividends, I think early this year or so. And that is for 2024. And the dividend is, guess what? 50 shillings. 50 shillings per share. So if you had this, like the 100,000 shares that you were talking about times 50, then you'd have gotten a total of 5 million Kenya shillings from BAT. Previously, last year, in the year 2024, they paid a dividend of 45 shillings. This year, they have paid a dividend of 50. So there's some increment there, despite the company not doing as expected, not doing so well, yet they still paid out very good dividends. So when you think about this, we know we talk about shares and we talk about you buying and selling of shares. You buy low and sell high, which is a good thing. But I think accumulation of shares is a game changer. If you can be able to accumulate these shares to the companies that you know are stable, and you accumulate for like whatever period of time you use to accumulate it to 100,000 shares as a shareholder, with this kind of payouts, then you can be smiling all the way to the bank. I am not oblivious of the fact that all the other companies or very many other companies are just paying dividend per share of 2 shillings, 50 cents, yet they are doing very well. But it all goes down to the research that you do before deciding which shares to buy. Well, these shares may be a bit higher in terms of prices, but they have very good dividend payouts. I hope you've learned something today. My name is Gishuri Rungu. See you in my next video. Bye.